Hi everyone. So I'm Vinod. Welcome to my channel. So in this video we'll discuss about the uh, HTML, about the HTML, how to create from the basic level onwards. Okay. So let's start our video. So first of all, so what is HTML? So before going to HTML, so I hope you are aware of document, right? So Word document, you might be created in the Google document or some other what type of documents, right? So you may be aware of this. So it is a heading and it contains as a paragraph. It has some uh, so anchor tag. So anchor tag means when we click on any link, so it will redirect to the other page. For example, I have clicked here, so it will redirect to the other page. So it is my YouTube channel. It was redirect to this page. Okay. Similar way, we have some image type of thing. So we can adjust the image height and width. So it is some image, and we have the other table. So with the, we have the number of rows and headings and so columns. So we have different columns, and we have the some list of items. So yeah, some drinks list, cold drink and hard drinks like. So we can separate this similar ways. Okay, list. So my question is, we have done very great things in the document. So how can we convert this content into the web page? So that's the question, right? So then HTML comes to the picture. HTML comes to the picture. First of all, so first of all, we'll see what is HTML. Okay. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So this language is helpful to create the web pages. So generally it will have the collection of elements, and so so by using the HTML we can make a good skeleton into the web page. So in the daily basis we may see the Google pages, right? So so it is also one of the HTML. So these are the anchor tags. These are the text box buttons. Daily, so we are going to see this type of things, right, in the general life. Okay. So have you think how we can create the HTML pages by using some scenarios? Okay. So this is about the introduction about the HTML, and we'll see what are the elements will be contained into the HTML. Okay, first of all, question is what is the elements? So elements is nothing but a tag. So which contains the starting and ending tag. So the tag will be contains as a opening and closing. So in between it contains the some content. So between it will have the some content, and it will open some tag and some tag will be closed. Some tags will looks like self closing. So we'll discuss about later. So as example, so I need some heading. So like this. So I need HTML tutorial as a heading. So then we can go with the heading tags. There is a totally H1 to H6 tags is available. So based on our requirement, we can choose the heading tags. And coming to the paragraph, so you can see at below as a para, right? So paragraph. Same way, we have a tag called P. P for the paragraph. So by using this, we can have the our content into this. Okay, same way other items also we can have the anchor tag image. So we'll all see one by one. First of all, we'll go with the explanation and we'll go with the coding part. Okay, so let's see what is the next one. So which editor is the best? In my case all the editors are good. uh, So every editor has some advantages. So if you are going with the basic level, so I will recommend Notepad++ and Sublime. So if you are going with a higher level, so that means you are building a huge application, so which is structured, so well formatted thing. So I will suggest some other Sublime and Visual Studio Code. So right now I have used Sublime and the Visual Studio. So I have worked on nearly 5 years. So it is good. So we'll have a lot of the extensions also available. So most of the people also use Atom and so Intel IJIDE and more. So your wish, you can use your own editor. Okay. Present for this tutorial, I'm going to use the Sublime Text. So because so if you go with the directly Visual Studio, that is good, but you need to go with the from scratch, right? So if there's some contents are directly displayed and as a suggestion, how can you learn? So if you go with the by practice it, so well known, then you can jump to the advanced level. So currently I'm going to use the Sublime Text. So your wish, you can use any editor. So that's not a matter. Next, coming to the attributes. So what is the attribute? So, what is the attribute? So attributes provides additional information about the elements. So and it will mostly will be available in the element, and it will have the name and the value. So here you can see the example. It is a one of the we'll call as a tag. So in our case we can take as a element. So in this element it's a image tag. So we have some attribute and the value. So example, it take as a name and it take as a value. So this both combines into one pair. Okay. So here comes to the attribute name and it is the attribute value. Okay, I hope you understand, right? So it is a attribute name and it is attribute value. Okay. If you are going to build the application when you start, so will be known about this all the things. Okay. First of all, we'll see how to create the HTML file and how to run it. Okay. So what are the tags will be discussed in this session. So here we'll create a one HTML page. So and we'll discuss about all these things. So about the meta head tag and the title body, heading tag, paragraph, horizontal line, image tag, table, list tag, and iframe. Okay. Okay, let's start how to create a HTML page. First of all, I have created a folder name called practice. Okay, so now I can take this practice folder into this Sublime. How can I? So go to the file, open folder, and search for your folder. So in my case, it is available here. So I'm selecting this folder. I have selected. You can see right, the Sublime was open into the separate folder. Okay, so let's create a one HTML file. For creating the new file, you can click on the right click and new and control S for save, or you can go with the file and save. So let's give the file name called demo.html. So here in our case, HTML is the extension. So like we have the text file .txt. So for image we'll have the .png, jpg. So like that we'll have the HTML, or we can give the HTML also. So currently I'm giving the HTML. Okay, and save the file. So it is HTML file. You can see it is in the folder. So I can collapse and expand. So in this Sublime editor, so we'll have the session like this. So I have given the left angular bracket and h. So it will search for us, so which I need to take. So I can take the HTML tag. Okay, so you might be wonder, so all this code was generated by default. So some advanced editors will be generated automatically. So here in this case we will have the HTML format. So basic format how should be there. So you can see right here. So from the HTML5 onwards we are going to use the doc type. So we'll declare that so document type. So and we have the HTML tag, right? HTML here it was open and it was closed at the last. So if you are confused about this, so let's delete and let's give only h1 tag. So it is a tag. So open and a slash for the close. So in between goes your content. HTML tutorial. So save. And for running, so you can right click and go open in the browser. It is the one way. In other way is, so go to the folder. So here you can see, right, you can directly double click on this, otherwise you can right click and go to the open with and go to the Google Chrome. So you can see our HTML, right. If you go to the inspect element, so our HTML is here, I mean our h1 tag is here, but we never created this one, right. Okay, if you go to the browser, so if you give only h1, so it will create all the format. So the browser itself, it was saying like I mean HTML syntax was given, right. So let's try this syntax in our application, I mean in our file. So currently, so let me give HTML and enter. So I will cut this one and I will paste into the body. So it is our format. So let me give the some content. So first HTML page. So we'll see about this. So what is the title? And before going to the title, so you need to wonder why here two is available, head and the body. So in the head, so generally we'll use all the inputs. Generally we'll use all the importing the files like plugins, any stylings. So all we'll do here. So coming to the body, here will contain our content. So entire page content. So we just separate it. Okay. So currently let it be like this and let me save. Control S for save shortcut. So go and run this application. So no need to again. So if you open once, that's enough. So no need to do again open in the browser. So this may create a number of tabs. So let's go to the page and just reload. Previously we have seen about the demo.html, right. So now we can see first HTML page. Okay, spelling is wrong. HTML. Okay, so first HTML title has been shown. If you go to any Google page, so you might be see Google, right. Same way we have our title. So there is also some image, right. So we can also have the image for our application. Okay, before going to this, so let's see some more tags and let's create later some icon. Okay, so let me go to the application. I mean my file. So let's see. So we have said about the h1 tag, right? So there is a totally h1 to h6 tags are available. So these are the H1 to H6 tags. So it has a open, it was a closed. Okay, slash for the closing the tag. So quickly change this HTML, and for the differentiation, so let me give the H1 to, so this for the H3, 4, 5 and 6. So let me save Control S and let me see in the browser. So let me reload this. So okay, let me close this one. You can see, right, heading tags. So H1 gives a higher, and H2 gives a little bit comparing with the H1. So H3 give the heading, so comparing with the H2, so it will be reduce. So reduce the size. So there's a difference between H1 to H6. Okay. So this is about the heading tag. Okay, now let's go to the paragraph. How can I create the paragraph tag? So I hope you have understand about the H1 heading tag, right? So let me create this and give the HTML tutorial. So for creating the paragraph, we can give the just P. That's it. So in between, it goes to some content. So content can be I'm able to get from our document. So we have seen document, right? So right click, copy it and paste into here. Okay, paste into here. So let's see how our content will be displayed. So just reload. So you can see, right, HTML tutorial, and you can see the paragraph. You can see the paragraph. Okay, so this is one of the paragraph. So if you want one more paragraph, you can create. So for creating other paragraph, it's very simple. Copy and paste. So you can have your own content. So you can say this is a paragraph. Save and run. Control S for save and reload for run. Okay, so it is other paragraph. This is one paragraph, this is other paragraph. So now let's see how to create a anchor tag. So anchor tag means nothing but it's a link. So for example, if I go with the Google page, if I go with the any Google page, so let me type the Google. So in our daily life, we might see number of the links, right? Here, this is the link. So these are all the links. Okay. So what is the code or background of this? Just right click and go to the inspect and see. So if you want to select this particular, select, click and click on this. You can see here it's a anchor tag, right? It's a Google. It's a Google. So let me give some name. So my Google. So it was changed, right? It is for the temporary purpose we can change. So by clicking on this, so we have the some link, right? So what is the link? So https, so www.google.co.in. Okay, so this is the link, right? So when I click this, so at the left side, okay, you can see at the here, so what is the site? www.google.com. So just click on that. So it will redirect to the page, right? So which was seen earlier. Same way we can create our links. So it's anchor tag. So it will also have the open and closing tag. Closing will be done by the slash a. So opening will be the a. So it's anchor tag. Here href is the attribute and here we have the empty value, so that means we don't have the any value, so it is nothing here. So here we need to pass the some link. So let me pass the google.com itself. So when I click the link, the Google page should be shown. Okay, copy this link, Control A, Control C. If you are Mac, so command, I hope Command A, I hope Command A, Command C, and Command V for the paste. So for Windows, Control V. Okay, so let me save. Currently you won't get any displayed one, so let me go with our application. So reload. We didn't get anything, right? Because we are set at the link, but we never given the so title for that. I mean, title means for example, so I have given the Google as a name, so that means this name will be visible to the user. So this link will be behind background of this, right? This name will be visible for the user. So who are seeing this the page? Who are seeing the page? Who are seeing this page? So the person will be the user, right? So he can see the title. But coming to the back end, so background, so we'll have this link. So let's save and run. Save, Control S, and run. So we have the name. So it is for the only viewing purpose to the user. Okay, so at the background we have the some link, right? So you can see at the bottom of the page, so we have the https www.google.com. So let me click on this, it will redirect to the Google page. Yeah, so it was redirected to the Google page. Let me go back. So this button for the going back. Okay, so click Google and back. Okay, so the page is displayed. So but this page was overwriting our application, right? So no, my requirement should be at the next tab. So next tab means, so this is a one tab, right? So in the next tab this Google page should be open. How can I do? So it's very simple to do. So there is a one more attribute we can add. So we can add one more attribute called target. Target underscore tab. So what is the target? So target is like we can target our link to some other tab or some other particular place. So we can target it. So in our case, I'm placing the tab. So let's see how it works. So Control S for save. So let's go to the browser. So this is not needed right now. Let me close. So we have working on this. So if I click, so it will be overrated the page currently because so we didn't reload it, right? So if I reload, so the whatever the changes has been done, it will be updated. So now click on. So the Google page was showing into the next tab. Our application is here. So our application is safe here. So here in the next tab we can see Google page, right? So like this, these links are happened. I hope you are understanding, right? Okay. So let's see next one. So let's go to the image tag. How can I display the image tag? So img. So img, if I enter, so we'll have the image tag. So currently we don't have any ending tag of img, right? Img. Okay. So this is because some tag have doesn't have ending tag. So we can keep self closing tag like this. So otherwise no need. So if you go with the advanced level, uh, in some cases we need to give the slash for this tag because it doesn't have any ending tag, right? Like paragraph. So for the paragraph we have the ending, right? So same way we have for the anchor tag we have the ending, right? So for some tags we don't have the ending tag. So if you want to close, we can go the self closing. So it will this tag will be self closed here itself. Okay. So if you want to display any image, so we need to give some path, right? Some path. Some path should be given, right? So src with the source. Source means we need to give the some path. So src is the attribute, and here we have the empty value. Let me give the some value. How can I give? So this can be done in the many ways. You can take the online link image and you can use. Otherwise, your local image also accepted. I will say in the two ways. Let's see. Okay, for the images, so I went to the Google, I just typed the images, and so I have selected this image. So this image was shown at the right side, right? So I need to get this image. How can I get? So just you can right click on this, and you can go with the copy image address. For the Firefox, it will be as a copy image location, I hope. So same way, for the Chrome, it has the copy image address. Just click on copy, left click. Okay. So I have copied the URL. So let me see how much length of the URL. So you can see this image contains this much URL. Okay. So in your case, maybe if you select other any image, let me go with this or any other image. Let me copy image address. So let me paste it. So it may be very lengthy. So it can be have many lines also. Okay. For a clear understanding, I am going with the small. So you may be confused. Like if you get many number of lines, you may be confused. Okay. So before that, I'm saying that. So you, you should not confuse. So I'm selected this link. I just pasting into here. Just paste it. Save. Control S. Let me go to my application. So this is my application, right? Our application. Let's reload it. We have this image, right? Very nice. Okay, and you can see at the left side it's a Google, right? So it was so somewhat not good, right? So if you think this image should be below and this Google should be at the top, we can do. How can I do? So we have one more tag like break tag. So breaking the line, br is a tag breaking the line. So you can give this tag and save. So likewise, based on our requirements, one of our tags will be coming into the picture. Okay. So currently my requirement is, so I need to have this image at the bottom and this Google should be at the top. So if I save and run, so my requirement is satisfied. Yeah, it is satisfied. Yeah, this image got down. So break for the breaking the line. For example, if you it was close to this, right? So if you want to give one more break, so let me give the one more break. Sorry, or you can type the break, save, and yeah, we have the some space. Similar to the image, so break tag also doesn't have the any closing tag. So if you want, you can give slash. Otherwise, no need. If you want to self closing, you can do, otherwise no need. Okay. So let's go to next one. So how can I get the local image? So how can I get the local image? So simply you can save this image first of all. So if you have the image, you can save this image to your local. I just clicked on the save image. and you can see it is our folder, right? So this is our HTML page. So in this folder I am trying to save the file. I just right click and save image as. So I have done this one, right? Okay, let's see. Currently we have some image, right? Okay, I hope it is not an image, some WP format. Let me choose other image quickly. Okay, I hope no need to choose other image. So this format also will support, I hope. So let me see, test and see. So this is our link, right? I mean, so online link. So let me remove this link, delete it. So So this is our image, right? So we can't see if you have the original image dot jpg or png in that format, you can see the image here itself. So let me close this one. So I need to take this name, right? So right click, rename. So this name has been shown, right? I can copy it directly. Control A, Control C, escape for escaping this one, and I will go here, this our file, and paste it. Okay, so let me go to the browser and reload our application. Okay, so this one also working, no problem. If you have any other formats like a jpg or png also, it's not a problem. You can use the extension, you can give the name with the extension, you can run. So currently our image size is very big, right? So I need to reduce this image size and height. How can I? So we can have the other attributes. So other attributes can be width. Width can be 100 or your wish. You can have the 200, and height can be 300. So you can mention based on your requirement. Currently, my requirement is, so I need to have the 200 width and 300 height. So let me go and run, reload the page. Yeah, it was came. So it was very narrow, right? So I need to uh, take into one shape. So how can I? So I can go with the 200 of height also. So it will have the square shape. Save and run. So it has some perfect shape. Okay, earlier we have talked about this, right? So we have our title very nice, but we don't have the some image, right? Okay. So I need to get this image itself here. How can I? So let's try to do. Or you can try other images also. If you are bored to use same image, you can try other images also. You can select one image and place into your application. So this image is there, right? So you can place into your folder. So let me do that. Okay, I have many images. In that I have selected one image. So previously, if I see this one, we got some other format, right? If it is really .png or jpg, you must see the some image. So I have the some image. Okay, so let me have the icon here. How can I have? Before going to the icon, you need to know about the meta. So what is the meta? So meta is data about the data. So that means what? So it says about the information about the HTML page. So for example, coming to here, it's saying that so this HTML page should be of characters like UTF format -8. So what is UTF? Universal Transformation Format and 8 bits. So you should have the some 8-bit format of characters should be have. Characters means this text. Text should be have in this format. In this format should be have. So now let's go with the icon. How can I do? Okay. So for the quick notes, I have added the link. So link. rel. So rel for the relation. So for I am mentioning as icon. So in the href, we know that we need to give the icon path. So where this icon is located, you need to give that path, right? So we can give specify image type, image slash icon, some type. Okay. So let me give path quickly. So how can we give? So just right click on this. So just click on the rename. So we'll have this one, right? Copy. So we should have the extension also. Escape and go to this. Just paste it and save. So let's see our application. Is it says anything or yeah, we got the icon, right? So our application also have the some icon. So how the Google has the icon. So same way we have the some icon for our application. Okay, we have the some icon. So we have done, and I forgot it about something. So if you are using any image, so we definitely give the alt. So that is not restricted to do. So but if you give this one, so we can know that this image was failed. For example, so I can do. So if image is not loaded, you can say image are not found. So if the image is failed, so this alternate message will be shown to the user. This image not found. So let's save and let's see. Let me remove this one extension or something. So with this extension, we don't have any image, right? So we have the name. So with the dot extension of this, we don't have any image. Save and go here, go to the page and reload. Yeah, we have the alternate name. If we don't have the image, so it will shows the image not found. It's a alternate name. So it's a alternate name. Okay, alternate. Yes. So yes, we have discussed about the meta head and title, body, heading, paragraph, and we'll see about the horizontal line, how we can create the horizontal line in our page, and the image tag, how can be done, and we'll see about the table, list, and iframe. Okay, let's go on. So first of all, we'll go with the horizontal line. So horizontal line. I think it's works. Yeah. So I need some horizontal line for separation. So we have this image, right? So and this content we have. So I need here one line I need. So horizontal line. How can I do? So so after this it should be happen. This is the paragraph. Okay, go to here. So where is this is the here. So there's a simple tag HR for the horizontal. Same way we don't have the ending tag for this. If you need it, you can give the slash shelf closing tag. Okay, let's save and reload. So we have the very nice horizontal line. We have the horizontal line. So let's go with the other one. So table, list tag, and iframe. First we'll discuss about the list tag. Then we'll go with the table, and we'll go with the iframe. Okay. Okay. So list tag. So list tag has the two things. So OL and UL. So OL for order list and UL for unordered list. For this syntax, so directly we'll go and do. So so for example, if you want to separate this also, you can have like this. So let me go with the OL first. So order list. OL for the order list. So OL. So inside we'll have the LI for LI means it's a list. OL is the order list. So let's go something like this. So I need to have the drinks. So drinks is a label. So label also one of the tag. We can mention as a label. So for this I can have the something like this. So cool drinks. Let's see how it displays. Okay, let me copy and do save and run. Let me see how it displays. So we have the label. So for this label we have the order list. So order list will contains the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Okay. So for example, so let me copy this thing again and let me show. Same content I have copied. So let me go and reload. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will have the order list. For example, if you want in the Roman numbers or alphabets, we can do this. There's a type is available for this. You can simply give the type. For example, I need a Roman number start with. So starting with the small Roman numbers, save. So we have the Roman numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. So for example, if you need capitals, you can go with the capitals. So capital I am giving, save and run. So we have this, right? For example, if you need A B C D type, so let me give the capital A and save, go and run. So we have the A B C D like that. So you might be have the some question like, so if Z is ended, what is the next one will be displayed in the A alphabets. So let's see. So what will be displayed? So it will be displayed as A of A. So A of B. So let's see. So let me copy this one in many times. So then you can know how it be displayed. So let me do that in a second. Okay, I have copied and pasted this one multiple times. So let me see how it displayed. So you will get some idea. So A B C D F G H I J K L M N O P. And Z. After ending the Z, we have the A of A, A of B, A of C. So and after this was ending B of A. Okay. So up to C. If up to Z also ended, you will get other A at the starting. So example, this double series was ended. So we'll get again A, 3 A's. So like that it will be formatted. So in that way. So we can also use a small alphabets. If you need in the small case, same way you will have. So this is about the order list. We'll have the order right. So we can know what is the order. For example, if you need numbers, so simply we can remove the type. So this one we can simply remove. Otherwise you can say one, save and run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so on up to some other capital last. So we have done with the order list, right? So we'll go with the unordered list. So this is the unordered list. So it will have the UL closing tag as a UL. So inside we'll have the list as similar. So let me Go go to the page and reload. So we have the some bullet points because it is an order list, right? So we have the some bullet points. For example, if you need other types like we have the one attribute called style. So inside the style we have the one of the property. So here in for this tag we have the attribute called style. Here value is empty, right? So this is the other concept like CSS part. So styling the our application. So for example, if I give any color equal to some blue, save and run. So entire this UL will get the color change. So this is a styling of application. This comes under the CSS part, cascading style sheets. So we'll discuss about this later. So currently we need to have some other type, right? So we'll see that part. So we have the attribute called list style hyphen type. So this list type how it should be. So it can be circle. So there is a three to two to three values. So we'll call this one as a property and this one as a value. Let's see how it displays. So displays on the circle, right? So previously we have as a bullets. Now it's a circle, right? So let's see with the other one. So we have one more value called square. Save and run. We have the square. Same way we have a disk we have. So as we seen earlier, right? Disk save and run. So it's a bullets as a disk. Okay. So currently we have these types. Okay. Okay. So earlier I have shown like in this way. So how? So I have shown like sub elements, right? So in the list we have the sub elements, right? So sub list. So how can we do that? So it's very simple. So for this list, I'm trying to create the another UL. So for this list, I'm trying to create the another UL. So with the LI. So let me give same names. So copy paste. Let me change the name. Yes, I have changed the names. So for the UL, I have the Fanta, Coca-Cola, and Coke. Let's see any changes has been affected here or not. So let me reload. Yeah, so it was affected. So for us, you can see, right? So we have the sublist also. So let me create for the hard drinks also. Same way. Okay, I have created. Let's see how it displays. Okay, nice. So we have the list and we have the sublist also. Okay. So and we can also have for Fanta, we can have the flavors. If you need, we can have also sublist also you can have. So you can try that part. So same way we can so example for the Fanta. So if you need the sublist or you need the voil, so order list if you need. So I can give like this list Fanta one. So same way I can give the Fanta two. So you need the numbers. So you can use in other ways also. You can use the OL first or UL first. So based on your requirement, so this content will be changed on. So for me, in my case, so this sublist has shown, but I need to know the what are the flavors is available, how many flavors are available, so I can see that. So I have the two flavors, like I can know one and two, like that. So you can have in this format also. You can use OL unordered list, so inner list also. So based on our requirement, we'll do in this way. Okay. Okay. Now let's go with the table. Uh, okay, table. Let's go with the table. For table, you need to know some things. So let me erase this. So table. So okay, consider this is the table. So what we have here, we have a one row, and we have the some data, right? So inside the row we have the some data. So let me take as a one as a row, this row. So we have the some data one, so some name and some last name, first name and last name. So same way we need to we have the some tags like this. It is a table tag we have. So for the tr for the table row, okay. Th for used for the table heading. So table heading we can use. Tr for the table row. These are the tags. This is the tags, and this is the description I have given here. Table heading. So tr for the table row, th for the table head, uh, t body for the table body, and td for the table data. So let's see an example. So how can be implemented? So one by one. So let me so take this as a table. Table is a tag with open and close. So inside the table we can have the table heading. So and tr. So in the tr, so we can have the th. So that means it's very simple. So we have the table head, right? Okay, if you are confusing, so we can do in this way also. So let me remove. If you are confused, we can do a very simple manner. So later we'll see about that scenario. So tr means it's a row, right? So it's a single row. So let me take this example, this table only. So think it is a table row. Inside this row, we need to have some headings, right? So serial number, first name, last name. So let's do in the same way. So in the table tr, we can have the th. Sorry, not th. Table head. So we can have the serial number. Same way we can have the name, and finally we can have the sorry first name and last name. Last name. So let me see how it displays. So in our page, how it displays. Let me see. So reload. So it displays some format, but we know that it is a table. But if you see other person, it is not mentioned as not look like as a table. So let me give a border to this border. So let me give the two as. So the border can be from the one onwards. If you give the zero, no border. So from one onwards, you can give any number. So that is your wish. So currently I'm giving the 2 as a border. Save and run. So you can identify it's a table. So it was separated, right? So we just given the tr and inside the tr we have given the table th. So it's a tr open and close. So inside this we have given the data, headings. Same way, let's go with the td. Sorry. So let's go with the other row. So I need to create the other row. Another row I need to create. How can I? td. So I can give the serial number as 1 as follows the data. First name can be some name. Okay. So let's save. So let me do for one more too. So we are creating inside the row. Inside the row we are creating the data. td. Let's take it to. Let's go the first name and last name. So let's do other row. Okay, I have created 3 rows. So starting with the heading one. So and remaining is the normal table rows data. Let's see how it displays. I have saved the application. Reload. Yeah, you can see right. So table rows and colors. We can identify this is the heading and this the name. First name and last name. You can see the some data. Okay. So this is about the table. So if you go with the some advanced, so you will have the some records will be shown. So if you go with the advanced, you need to show the reports. So by using the table. So if you go consider as a student, so we need to have some information, right? Student roll number, so name and first name and last name, and should have his details. So generally table is used for the showing the reports type things. So if you go with the advanced level, so you will know. Okay. So first of all we'll see about the spanning, table spanning. So generally if you use any table you are going to merge, right? So for example this this table consider of what this is the student table or employee table, I need to know. So I can merge the table in this way, you can see here. So I can merge the table like this. So there is a two things are available. Call span and row span is available. Call span is for spanning the spanning. We can say as merging. So merge the columns and row span. So generally call span and row span will use it for the merging the table. So this for the rows, spanning the rows. That is the merging the rows. So let's try with the call span first. So let's do here call span. Before going to the call span, let me have a other tr top. So sorry, th, and I need to have this is the student details. So think it is a student details. Save and run. How it displays. So you might be here some clumsy, right? Let me go the break. So then this table will come up. So let's see. We'll have some space at the bottom. So then you can know. So let me give 3 breaks. Copy, paste, paste. three breaks, save and run. Yeah, so we'll have the some space bottom. So if you see here, so my requirement is this table should be shown to all, like it is the student details. So but it was only here. So what about this layout? So this layout was not merged, right? So now my requirement is I need to merge this student details. So for entire thing, for entire columns, how can I? So currently how many columns we have? One, two, three. So let's merge it. How can I merge? So it's very simple. So for this I can give call span 3. For this data I'm trying to give the call span 3. Yes, it was merged, right? So we have done the call span. Same way we can try with the row span. How can I do? So I need some row span. How can I do? Let's see. Okay, we can do this row span in many ways. So we can have here itself, or we can take it as a separately. So let me create as a separate. So th. So I need some like this. So number of students. So number of students I should have. So and I should have the row span. So here it will consider this is also one row. So this is also one row. Currently, how many rows we have? Currently, how many rows we have? So one, two, three, four, five. Five rows. Let me give as a five. So one row will be missed. Let me show first. So reload. Okay. So we got all the things right. So but in the last row it has been missed because so we have given five. One, two, three, four, five. So it should have been get in the good format because we didn't get, because so it will also consider it as a one single row, right? So that is the reason we didn't get so this one. Let me give as a six. Save and run. So we got student details and number of the students. So right. Okay, if you think no need for me other row, I need to have in the, so like this format. How can I do? So how means, so I should not have other row. So no need other row. Let me copy this. So I should not have the other row. So and I can place this here directly. I can make as a five. So why is a five? So we have the five rows, right? Five rows. One, two, three, four, five. So let's reload now. So we got the same output. So based on our requirement, this row span, call span can be changed in different ways. Okay, I hope you understand about the tables, right? So you might be have timetable like, right? So you can try with as example timetable. So in the Google, you can go with the Google and try with the timetable. So if you have an idea to practice, you can go with this example. So any timetable. So take a one timetable and try to merge the try to do so any table like this. So you can take any table. So example this you can do in this format also. So try to do in this way. So take as a challenge and try to do in this way. So any table and try to merge all the things and you can have like this. Or you can take very simple table. So take it as a challenge, try to do it. Okay, I hope you can do. So and so there is a other. So I need to load this image directly. How can I do? So there is an attribute called src. So I can give the this this file name. So we have the file name, right? So image, it is a image name. So let me pass this image name and run it. This image was loaded into the iframe. This image was loaded into the iframe. Same way we can get other files also. For example, if you want to give any HTML file, so we can give pass into the src. You can pass into the src. So from there, the page or file will be loaded into the iframe. Okay, let me do like this. So let me uh, let me place this HTML page into the iframe. So let me do that. So this is iframe, right? So our HTML page name is the demo.html. Let me give this file itself. So let's see how it displays. The file itself directly displayed into the iframe. So just reload. So you can see this entire page, right? This page was displayed into the iframe. You can see, right? So entire content has been displayed into the iframe. So there is a more advantages of the iframe. So you can see YouTube application, right? YouTube application. So okay. So YouTube application, the video will be played, right? So that part also iframe. So we can also load the some Google Drive information into the iframe. So there is a lot more to do. So if you go with the advanced level, some captures also render into the iframes. So there is a more advantages of the iframe. So I have explained in the detailed video. So you can go with that. So the video name is the detailed about the iframe. You can see that video. So I will place a link below. I hope you have enjoyed and you have learned so good knowledge about the HTML. So how to do the application, web application. So in the simple steps. So in the next video, I'm going to say about the forms. So how can we uh, write input forms, uh, file file uploading type of thing, buttons. So that part we'll see in the next video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. So please like, share, and subscribe. For latest updates, click on the bell icon. Thank you. Signing off. Bye.